Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Danny Shay here, rambling today. Fridays are rambling days. So today, first, thank you all for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you choose to do so. Appreciate all that good stuff. And, thank you. So today we're going to do a little, I'm going to pull some in the beginning from, what's this deck that I'm using? Through the Eyes of Soul. So it's just going to be a little non-politic pull, energy pull. Haven't done that in a bit. Well, I haven't been on in a little bit. I was on with Jean. That was awesome. I have not given likes to any of those comments because I went on a little short trip to Yosemite. I didn't know I was doing it. I just kind of did it. Anyway, I got some pictures. I took this really cool image and I'll try to post it on my community page and my Facebook page. I got to get back on that again. And it's a reflection on the valley floor from the Merced River up into the mountains of the valley. I don't think it was Half Dome. I don't think. I have to look a little closer. And I was looking at that picture and I saw the duality of it. It was like, well, here's this beautiful image of mountains, and then you look into the Merced River, and here's this beautiful reflection of the mountains. And I started thinking about that and going back and forth, up and down, and sideways. And so I'm just letting that percolate for a little bit. But in that trip, I was aware of a lot of little different things that can't be explained. So I thought maybe this would be a good time to throw some energy cards, just see what the heck was I thinking up there. So I got 3 cards, and I'm using Through the Eyes of Soul, as I said. And then we'll jump into some politics for those who want to stay. Oh my God. It's just some crazy stuff, It gets to be to the point where you just got to start laughing at this stuff. What the hell? All right, and then there's some serious stuff. Not to take away from the serious. Okay, let's take away from the serious. Let's be a little laugh. Let's laugh at this stuff a little bit. All right. Let's get into it. Through the Eyes of Soul. I pulled 3. This card was exactly what I was thinking about when we were in, what forest was it? Stanislaus Forest, and then in Yosemite National Park. I like the forests a little better because then you could just pull off on a dirt road and find a little campground out there and not have to smell anybody else's smoke. Not have to smell anybody else. Oh my gosh. It was interesting though, driving out there. Oh my gosh. If y'all have been listening to me before, I was like thrilled that there's a few Trump signs out here, but there's a lot more Harris walls. Yeah, not so much driving out in the middle of California. And so we're going to look at that today with the Electoral College. Maybe if I can remember, my rambling brain can remember, to look at that Electoral College. It's real, as long as I've been doing this, we've been saying it's broken. Let's fix it. And I think that the Republicans are now showing how broken it really is, and we will get to change it. Let's get away from politics. Now, if y'all are laughing at me, that's good. I appreciate that. All right, first card I pulled is this one, and it's number 8, and it says create. Activate your DNA. Now, you think about that. What? Isn't my DNA already activated? Do I need to reactivate it? What is this? And then I start looking at this a little closer. And I see all the figure 8s in her braids. And then I notice the 8 number down here. And then I look at that, the braids. I go, oh my God, they're DNA. So my wife and I were taught, she's super scientific. She wants proof on everything, which kind of goes against me. I want woo-woo. I want to go, oh yeah, and I'll like get sucked into believing anything. You know, I'll go, oh yeah, that's cool, that's cool. You know, and then they're not everything, but I'm willing to jump into that world until, you know, like the BS meter kicks off. And then I go, ooh, okay, I can't believe that. So this activating DNA, we were talking about the DNA of star seeds. And she goes, well, it would show up. I'm going, well, your vibration's too low. Maybe raise the vibration to activate that DNA so that we can see things and that are at a higher level. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. When we are in love, positivity, joy, creativity, we're activating a higher frequency, and we get to activate our DNA and see things that are unseen to lower level energies. All right then. So, and this is something too that I may dig into on Sunday. And it may need a lot more than just a Sunday. I was reading Sandra Ingerman's transmutation newsletter. It's always a joy to get something from her. Every month she does this transmutation newsletter, and it's phenomenal. But she was talking about creation and how we need to create our own realities. And even though there's so much negativity, there's so much destruction going on, yeah, that we need to imagine a world that we want to live in. And even verbalizing it out loud will get us to a creator space that will change the dynamic of the destruction. So I saw these window bars that were made from discarded iron works and just old farm equipment. It was gorgeous, gorgeous. So they turned this junk, this unused, unworkable machine into a work of art. That's what we get to create in our mind. It starts with our mind. It starts with our imagination. All right. The other thing, the next card I got was embrace your polarity. And this is what I saw when I looked at that image on down in Yosemite. We have the light side, we have the shadow side. We need both. We need the mirror reflection of who we are. And then the last card I get, yay, embrace your enlightenment. Embrace your enlightenment. Did I finish this story, this creation story? Rambling. Sandra, and some people would be going, hell no, that was a big-ass squirrel moment. Yeah. So, okay. Sandra Ingerman, she was talking about the myth, whatever that is these days, of creation, that there were 3 women that created the world, the universe. I never heard of that before. I'm going to dig into it a little bit. And this woman, this painting represents Sophia, and she is a creatrix. A creatrix. Like, oh, okay. Is that the female version of creator? Anyway, so that's maybe the Sunday show. Looking into the creatrixes. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And on Sunday, I'll have no idea what I'm talking about. However, you all will help everybody figure it out. And I love those Sunday shows because, you know, it doesn't really matter so much what I say. It's the interpretation that you all get, that once we start thinking creatively and positively, that spreads on the web of creation. Love it, love it, love it. Alrighty. For those who want to say see ya, adios, hopefully, hasta luego. All right, let's get into a little news. Since I was gone, you know, it seemed like not a whole lot was going on. And then I reread some of the stuff. Maybe it's just because I'm like, oh, done with it. Joe in the UN. Oh my gosh, his last UN speech, he said 4 years. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it's good. You know, you did. How hard was it for him to step away from his life's work and say, time to move on? How hard was that? I mean, he has been in service. He has been in service for a long, long time. And to step away from that, wow. So I think I want to look at the UN in terms of, let's just do it right now. And I'm using the One World Tarot. And okay, I had to get the book to make sure I got the authors right, because I knew there was 3. Leanna Rose. I mixed the 2 names up. Dr. Lena Rodriguez with Sienna Rose. They created this with June Rifkin. And I always want to make sure you acknowledge the authors and the contributors to that. All right. So when I pulled this deck out in the very beginning, you know, a lot of times I'll just pick a deck and I'll go, which one feels right? And a lot of times they're in bags with crystals in them or whatever. And so I'll pull it up and I go, this one. And look at the image. It's a mirror image. The polarities. There's a theme going on here. All right, so let's look at where the UN's going to go. So here's the topics that I want to read on. I don't know if I'll get to them all. Joe in the UN, Israel, are they going too far? Hell yes. Oh my God. And I keep thinking, how do they have so many bombs? How Really? Do they have that many? Hundreds of rockets every day? How do they have so many? Did we give them all? Are they making them? And then I heard that Iran is trying to get into, they talked to the UN and said, hey, let's get this nuclear thing back on track again that Trump canceled. I don't know about that. What else? Okay, Ukraine, Rudy, Eric, Jim Jordan. Oh my God. He was on the weaponization committee, and I saw a little bit of it. Brian Tyler Cohen, who I really like, but he put some clickbait in there where it said Jim Jordan gets into it with what's that guy's name? The lawyer, Glenn Kirshner. Well, it was like 2 hours, and I didn't watch it all, so I scrolled through it. I might have missed it. I didn't see him get into it at all. I just saw Jim Jordan being an ass. It's like, and these people that just go, oh, it's the left. I'm like so sick of it. And the people who from the left are going, oh, it's just the right. They're doing it. Come on now. Let's get a solution. So, yeah, Jim Jordan. Yuck. Tanya Chutkin. Ooh, Tanya. And then I'm going to go into the energies of the election. Harris in the economy, Harris in immigration, blah, blah, blah. Trump being the women's protector. Ooh. We met some MAGA people while we were camping, and this woman goes, I don't like Harris. She goes, but I can't vote for Trump. I mean, he's taken away my health care and my children's health care, because she had 3 kids, 3 girls, taken away my health care. And then she started in on tubular things, and Danny's brain went, whew. My wife was all there. She was, oh yeah, Okay, maybe we'll look at the Trump stock too. That's always fun. Okay, One World Tarot, Joe in the UN. Let's just look at the strength of the UN. Let's look at the strength of the, let's just do that, 411 on the strength of the UN. And we'll look a little bit into the future, if we can do a time frame up to, let's do 6 months UN. How you feeling? What are you thinking? How you all getting together? How are you all working together? Strength of the UN. One World Tarot. Strength of the UN. What do we need to know about the strength of the UN? Oh, that's not a good card to start with. The Eight of Swords all wrapped up. Kind of, it feels like maybe there's too many restrictions going on. Just want to look at the time to see if I can do a timestamp. I'll try. Oh, but we have Judgment up at the top. That's crossing it. So there's a release of some of the restrictions, I think. And maybe they get to do a little bit more. There's a higher calling to this. Yeah, they probably haven't done all that they could. Okay, at the base of the reading, oof, Eight of Wands. Yeah, we get some. It's going so good until that last card. Let me drop this down, and you can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so I have the Eight of Swords, the Judgment card, So this is kind of restriction. Good. We already talked about it. Something fast is going to happen. There is an emotional new start in the past. What is that? Is that the Joe Biden coming into the U.S. with strength? And then there's the death card. But this death card, it's the ending of a cycle and starting something new. So is this Joe Biden leaving? And it's not a physical death. It's not a physical death here. It's just that he maybe that's it. All right, let's keep moving. Because this cup to me is always an emotional well-being cup, right? And Joe Biden's card is the King of Cups. So when he, in the past, 4 years ago, but then it's the end of something. And maybe we'll get clarification. Internal, this is my internal card, our space. It's the King of Swords. So logic, reason, strength. We have the strength at the top. So this is, that's good that it's going to stay strong, hopefully, but there's going to be something that ends. And is this warrior mentality of the UN that they have to come in and play with and kind of fix? In the external position, we have justice. Well, that's good. Hopes and fears. 10 of Wands, the burden, the heaviness, she's managing, but Lordy, she's tired, she old. She's tired, she old, she's tired. Someone lend that woman a hand. Come on now. Anyway, here we go. Let me see, how many wands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 10. I was just wondering if, they gave her an extra wand to carry. To use. They didn't. Okay. Oh, 3 of Swords, the heartbreak. The UN, the heartbreak. Sadness. Let's keep going and get a little clarification on what that sadness is. The Ace of Wands, a new information coming out. This is my Bam Bam card. If you don't pay attention to what's going on, we're going to hit you over the head with this stick. And it's going to come out of the blue. And we have the Knight of Wands. This is more information coming forward. Wow. And the Tower card that's going to shake the foundation. Wow. Wow. A lot of big cards here. So I'm trying to think of, so this is the UN. When I look at this spread, I can look at it like, Israel, or I can look at it like Russia or specific countries, but I said the UN, and it feels like with this card, with the heartbreak and the big stick, it feels like, and the King of Swords, it feels like that the UN is going to go through a metamorphosis where maybe some members are going to be kicked out. Is that even possible? We have a new Ace of Pentacles, something new coming at the base of this. We have the Queen of Pentacles, a woman. Yeah, it's always a woman. Yay! Finally coming back into light here. A woman who knows how to manage projects finances, resources. We have the Joe Biden card. And we have the celebration card with a new king, a new start, Ace of Swords. It feels, okay, so I don't follow the UN that much, so I may be getting this wrong, but it feels like there's going to be shakeup at the UN. There's going to be a female head that is going to bring a little semblance, a little justice to the UN, to the people who create tower moments in destruction. So let's just look at 3 cards. Is the UN, because that spread looked like, pulling it up, that spread looked like it could have been that they weren't happy with the new leader of the U.S. I'm like, ooh, no. So let's ask that question. Are the UN members, too many opinions though. So is the U.S. going to support the UN in 6 months? Are they still going to be a strong member? Are they still going to be a strong member with the new administration? How about that? Are they still going to be a strong member? Are they still going to be a strong member? Is the U.S. still going to be a strong leading member in the UN? 6 cards. All right. Well, we start out really good. We start out great. We have the Ace of Cups. Yay. We have the Seven of Wands, a little battling. There's going to be some, maybe the Republicans are going to start going, no, we got to get out. We got to do this. Blah, 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 blah. There's a little delusion here. Okay, when I look at this card, I think of, it goes back to me, and again, me being a peacenik. Let's stop giving Israel bombs to destroy towns. There's got to be a better way than the mass destruction that's going on. We have the technology. We can use it. Well, I don't even want to, let's okay, that gets too deep, too crazy for me. Anyway, there's a lot of confusion as to how to defend this UN, what the UN needs to do. Oh, and maybe that last reading was the UN forces going into, I'd have to go back and look at it. They're talking about the UN, sending UN forces in as a peacekeeping mission. Maybe that's it. Oh, yeah. The Three of Pentacles, this is my card for Russian money. That's when it doesn't really look like Russian money here, but when I flipped it over, that's what I said. There's some sneaky stuff going on with this moon card. It's also a female card too. So sometimes our vision is a little different by the light of the moon than it is by the daytime. So there may not be just some sneaky stuff. It may not be sneaky at all. It just may be kind of high priestess energy with that. And then we get the Page of Wands. a new path, a new way of looking at things. Pages are very young, so bringing out new information. So yeah, I think that this is, that we are going to be really strong. We are going to continue to support the UN with this new cup energy. But what the UN is facing is not new loving cups. We have the planet is in way too much conflict. And how do we as light workers, light warriors, deal with that? How do we deal with that while we're sitting watching YouTube? Well, hit pause. Imagine just a better world. Let go of the images that, the news media throws out there. And imagine a better world. Say it out loud. Send that vibration out. All right. Israel. Are they going too far? Yes. And this just ends to... So we're looking at all this far right stuff that goes on. Germany's got a far right organization that is coming into political views, I guess, into political focus. Was it France and Macron are trying to deal with the far right, in Italy? Certainly we are. And so lots of that going on. And a lot of it, they talk about immigrants in the borders. And so, from my point of view, we should have no borders. We should all be getting along. We should all be learning from every other culture. Take the good and get rid of the bad. There's something in the Bible about that. Anyway, can I say squirrel when I'm talking about the Bible? Squirrel moment? I think I can. I just did. Oh, okay. There it is. I just shuffled the cards. Hang on. All right. Taking a look at the world through a different perspective. So all of these wars and all of these conflicts, when you bomb people's homes, destroy their cities, where are they going to go? Oh, we'll put them in a tent. Where are they going to go? They're going to go someplace else where they can get food, shelter, get out of the elements, be protected from the elements, I guess. So it just creates more and more of this antagonistic point of view. Just stop manufacturing weapons. Oh, we got to protect our borders. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't say I had all the answers. Hey, say hello to Psychic Duck. Psychic Duck has all the answers. You want to jump in on this one? He said we need to repair our DNA. Oh, that duck is smart. That duck is smart. Okay. Is Israel going too far? Is Israel going too far? Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Illusion, Delusion, Seven of Pentacles. Pfft. Why all the pentacles? Let me drop this down. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Five of Swords, winning at any cost. Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion. So there is... This is... Is this all about money? Is that what this is? Is Israel going too far? There's a lot of confusion about it. They're trying to hold on to the past as tight as they can. They're trying to bring forth some new project, a new way of being based on this Queen of Pentacles, though. And then they're rebuilding. They're regrowing. They're looking at their project tree, their money tree, and they're tending to it and making it grow. So in this deck, in this One World Tarot, the money tree on the Seven of Pentacles is all pretty healthy. It's not that bad. And you look at Israel, and when I hear what Netanyahu is trying to do is to bring back settlements, and it all started out with a little retribution and protection against Hezbollah. And then I think, I'm not quite sure why they're going into Lebanon besides Hezbollah is firing rockets from Lebanon, but now they want to take some of Lebanon that they think is part of Israel. Yeah, it's just a lot of confusion, a lot of fighting, and it's based on money. Who's giving them money? Is it us? Well, we're giving them. I think so. Who's supporting Israel besides us? Who is supporting Israel in their war that we don't know about? Is there a secret benefactor? Secret benefactor for Israel. 3 cards. Moving on to calmer waters. Shining a light. Oh, I don't know. Got the delusion card. I don't know. So I didn't get any money cards. I got moving on to calmer waters. I got the Hermit shining a light on something that is very confusing. So it's not money, but hopefully this card is suggesting that they are moving, that they get some information. Somebody gets some information that helps them move into a right direction, helps them pick the right cup. So I don't think it's the money card. It must have been the projects. Okay. Let's look into Ukraine. Yikes. So Ukraine, it met with Biden, Harris, and is going to meet with Pumpkinhead. Guess he has to, in case he wins. That'd be an interesting meeting. Let's just throw quickly. What's that meeting between Pumpkinhead and Zelensky going to go? For those of you who are new subscribers, Pumpkinhead is my name for the Orange Menace. 45. I don't like saying his name. I say it enough. I put him in a box. I have him in a box underneath my desk, Mr. Pumpkinhead. Every now and again I bring him out. I almost brought him out today. Psychic Duck said no. Gotta listen to Psychic Duck. All right, Ukraine and Trump. I'm not going to even talk about the peace plan because I think it's a no-go from what they are proposing. You know, both these sides propose peace plans that just aren't going to work at all. And are they trying to, you know, get one thing? I don't know. Didn't look like it from what I saw. I go, none of this is going to fly with the other side. All right. How's Trump's meeting going to go with Zelensky? You see, Zelensky in 2016, he was young. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This 8 years has beat him up. What an amazing road. He was a comedian. All these television politicians, I think he's probably the best one. Some people would say Reagan. I would say no. That was a squirrel moment. All right. Ukraine and Trump meeting. Ooh, it ain't gonna be so easy. 5 of Wands. Oh my God. I just think Trump is gonna lay into do some squirrel shit moment, and yeah. I did say that. In case you all missed it. Did he just say that? Yeah. Oh. Okay. 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 I'm going to keep going with this just to see if I can get something clearer. Well, we get the Ace of Cups at the very end. The last card. It's the Ace of Cups. So it's kind of good. So he's going to go in and he's going to be talking to Trump about the U.S. government funding the Ukraine war, giving us some help. It's not going to go well. It's going to stall. It's going to be suspended. In the past, Trump is going to bring up, Trump, the King of Pentacles, is going to bring up, you should have played ball. You should have been with me. And then he'll go, yeah, but in the potential near future, this meeting's all about new funding. Internally, new funding. Externally, there's going to be a battle. Knight of Swords. I think I think Zelensky is not going to take Trump's BS, but he's not going to go cray on him like the 5 of Wands or the 5 of Swords. He's just going to be slicing and dicing a little bit and saying his truth. Trump isn't going to like it. It's a really kind of tough road. Someone is going to get beat up. I know who it is, Zelensky. He's going to feel, because he is beat up. He's in the middle of a war. He's not going to walk away with anything tangible. You know, it's all going to be word salad. But there is something new coming. And it's a cup. And it's Kamala Harris. So, yay, yay, yay. All right. 44 minutes, 44 seconds. All right. I had to slow it up to get to the 4444. Rudy Giuliani. I'm not going to read on him, but he lost he was disbarred from court of DC, from DC. He can't practice law in New York or DC. And, you know, not being a legal guy, I'm going, is he suspended? Or no, disbarred. Disbarred. He can't practice there anymore. And plus he's 80, so he's not, you know, is he going to fight it? When he so New York disbarred him first, and then DC said, well, if New York did it, we have a reciprocal, so we're going to disbar you, Rudy, unless you know, come and talk to us and say why you shouldn't be disbarred. Rudy didn't do that. Just let it go. Oops. Okay. There's a lot of things Rudy let go. We won't get into that either. All right. So, America's mayor can't practice law. Speaking of America's mayor, New York City mayor, Eric Adams. What the hell? I was kind of liking him. What's that say about me? And you guys are watching. What's that say about you? Oh, going down the rabbit hole. All right. Jim Jordan, too. Oh, shit. Oops, I said that. Squirrel shit. Jim Jordan. Yuck. He starts yelling. He starts spewing this crazy, all you people on the left. I'm like, oh my God. And just because they're in Congress or in the Senate, they have this rule that they can say anything without any kind of reprisal. And I think that's wrong. I think that needs to change. You can't be spouting off lies that you know are lies. Ooh, speaking of knowing are lies, and I didn't have this in my notes, there's a group of Haitian lawyers that are criminally suing or criminally charging Trump and Vance. So I guess in Ohio, you can criminally, a citizen can criminally charge another person. So this group of Haitian lawyers are criminally charging Trump and Vance. Now, I don't know if I said this on another show, but I thought that could happen. I go, yeah, someone's gonna sue somebody for defamation. That's not right. I mean, Vance admitted he made up the story. So I'm like, oh, somebody's not playing with the full deck. And I know who it is. Shh. Be good, guys. All right. I can say that at this length because if there's any trolls watching right now, maybe I converted them. Okay. That's. I mean, I'm not going to read on it. It's not going to go anywhere. But the other thing too, Haitian. Now I sound like Trump. Haitian. Them people from Haitian. Those island nations, they practice voodoo down there. Now, that's something I would not want to get involved with. I would not want to make some of those voodoo priestesses mad at me. And the reason I say that is because I know nothing about it, so I'm saying this based on a fear-based knowledge, which is probably wrong. And so I know there's a lot of good voodoo that goes on, but there's some dark voodoo too. All right. So stay in the light. Stay in the light. All right. Tanya Chutkin. Woo! I just got to read you this one sentence. So Jack Smith put a motion into Tanya Chutkin saying, hey, I've got to present my evidence to you all. There is a page limit that New York? Is Tanya Chutkin in New York? Can't keep track of them. Is it New York or D.C.? D.C. It's D.C. And so they have a rule. You have 9 pages or something. And Jack Smith said, because the Supreme Court is making me do all this stuff and making you do all this stuff, can I get an extension on the 9 pages? I need like 45. And the reason there's 9 pages is so that there's no BS. They don't have to read like hundreds and hundreds of pages of BS. I mean, who would do that? Who would do that? So they had to make a law. Limit the number of pages. So, so when Jack Smith put that in there, Trump immediately goes, hey, wait a minute. This whole thing should be pushed back till after the election. I should go first. There should be no extension of limits, blah, 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 blah. And Judge Chutkin said, no, we're going to give him the extension. But the sentence that was so cool, well, to me, the incoherence of the defendant's demand. The incoherence of the defendant's demand. That's what this rule of limiting pages is all about, so that there isn't some incoherent rambling. I asked to get a job with Jack Smith. He said no. I asked one of Trump's lawyers. They go, oh, hell yeah, come on. Yeah, bring your psychic duck. We could use him. Psychic duck said no. We could have been rich. I could have been so rich that I could have afforded a Donald Trump $100,000 watch. Did y'all hear that? He's selling watches now. So is it NFTs, silver coins, flags with his name on it, mugshots, Bibles. What else? Oh, Truth Social stock. We'll look at that. And, oh, I got to wrap this up. All right. I may do that. No, I'm going to keep going. Okay. So, I don't want to go over an hour, but I'm going to. Harrison, the economy. Harrison, immigration. How's Harris doing? I was going to read on each of those, but I'm running out of time. How's Harris doing? Is she winning the information war? Is she winning the information war? You know, Trump keeps talking about how crappy the economy is. The data doesn't suggest that. Yet, Trump is selling a $100,000 watch. Who has money to buy a $100,000 watch if they can't afford to buy eggs? I ask you. Something's amiss. All right, how's Harris doing? Is she winning over the undecideds? Is she changing some minds? How is Harris doing? Oh, I can't wait for that debate. I think it's going to be really good. Pete Buttigieg is playing Vance, and I heard him on some Bulwark podcast, and he was going, yeah, it's kind of hard to get into his psyche. And I'm going, oh my God, Pete Buttigieg is a psychic. Psychic Duck went over. He goes, I'm helping him out. Y'all think Psychic Duck is singular? Not. Psychic Duck has activated his DNA. Yeah, duck DNA activated it, and he can be in many different places. But you have to ask permission. You just can't take them. Okay. Okay. Harris, are you winning over? Are you winning over any of the other side? Oh, 5 of Cups. Oh. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Okay, yikes. Are you winning over 10 of Swords? Oh my God. Oh my God. Do I even want to show you? Well, I'm pretty sure not a lot of you all are watching. It's 55 minutes, 55 seconds. Let me show you. Oh, gosh. Harris. The only good thing is the 4 of Wands in the past. 5 of Cups, loss. She's looking at the things that are spilled. 7 of Cups. What cup do I pick? Oh my gosh. 8 of Cups. Walking away from sorrow. 10 of Swords. Being stabbed in the back. Just the heart just being stuck in the ground. But the Phoenix is flying away. That's good, but there's worry. This is... I got to look at the Electoral College real quick. There's just so much worry about this. Internally, it's a rough road. But she's balanced. Check out her core. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, she's got, it's not a 6-pack. It doesn't look like it, but she's like, her core is strong. With all the turbulence going on, she's got this. She's balanced pretty good. Externally, moving away from this rough water into calmer waters. Hopes and fears, the Magician. Hopefully she can get some of these people to come around. The Empress. This could be Russia, or this could be her on the throne. The Empress. Giving birth to something new. And I like in here, there is, it looks like there's a heart in the ground with a little moo cow. 4 Pentacles, she's hanging on. New truth, new king, new queen, the Empress. Yes, Queen of Cups. The Sun. Balance. And the hard work. I'll keep going. And the legacy, the family. Yeah. It is going to, so we got a lot of worry here. The camp has a lot of worry here. But they have the strength to move on to calmer waters. And it's whether they battle against the Russian influence or she becomes the Empress, which I think that is what this Magician is all about, where she brings in a new sort of truth, a new way of being. So, yeah, let's take a look at, I don't even want to read on Trump's message of how he's protecting women. That's a shitty squirrel moment. I guess that's my new thing. All right. Hopefully it'll be the last time I use it. All right, let's look at the Electoral College. It's Kamala Harris. Now, my take when I'm not watching news, Harris is going to win big. It's going to be a landslide. That's my take. When I listen to the news, I go, oh shit, and then I worry. I got the 9 of Swords. I'm up all night. Whoa! Barely hanging on. And then you think of like Nebraska. So that Nebraska guy came out. Lindsey Graham. What the hell is Lindsey Graham? Going over to, what is it? Not Nebraska. Is it Nebraska? South Dakota, Nebraska? Anyway, going over there and trying to change the electoral rules so that the state is a winner-take-all. What the hell's he? He's not from there. What's he doing? That's election interference. But he'll say it's, you know, it's election integrity. Anyway, it's that one Democrat who turned Republican said, no, we're too close to the election. If we want to change this down the road, I'm open to looking at it and discussing it and figuring out a plan. But not now. It's too close to the election. Yay. Thank you. Will Harris win the election? And this is a yes-no. It probably should be a pendulum thing. Will Harris win the electoral count? The electoral vote? Of course, I get the moon card. There's shenanigans, but that's the final outcome. New emotional start. So I just did 6. I didn't go all the way around. You know, there's battles. It's a heavy burden. A lot of wands. Someone's getting beat up, but they're still standing. A lot of shenanigans going on. Really? Yeah. But that's the card we focus on. The Ace of Cups. All right. Will the electoral system be revamped? I read on this a long, long time ago. Can't believe how long I've been reading cards on YouTube. Woo! 150 years. Yeah. I look at time a little different. So, and I got yes, that when we get the House and Senate and President, we will change it. And I do believe my hits are we're going to take all 3. Okay. Will we change the electoral system? Will it be changed? Will the electoral system be changed? Oh, Russia's right in the middle of it. The Empress. I'm just going to do 6. So good. Maybe I should do, maybe I should do more. Here we go. Let me drop it down. And then I'm going to be done. So we have Russia here moving on, strong movement with Russia. They're going, we got to do something. I'm hoping that's it. We have the 2 of Wands at the base of the reading, looking at the 2 different systems, something coming to fruition based on a more unified vision of what should be. We have a new truth in the past. We have the 4 of Wands, a little celebration that they're going to be able to get, but it's not going to be perfect yet. They're going to be still battling this. So the thing that, a lot of people are going to focus on is the spilled cups, but we write 2 of the cups. Right now, all the cups are broken. All the cups are down. It's like 5 spilled cups. But we've righted 2, filled them full of some wine. And we should start drinking them. Okay. All right. That's it. I'm done rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being with me. Appreciate you all on this beautiful Friday. And I'll see you Sunday. Peace and love.